Hello, hello, hello. How do you do? I'm glad to be with you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you are. It's another great time on the Grace Impact Radio where word, music, and entertainment lives. My name is Charles Eze. They call me the FBI coach. FBI stands for Financial and Business Intelligence. Welcome to Financial Intelligence Moment with the FBI coach on the Grace Impact Radio. It's always a great time to share with you. It's always a great time to dissect certain aspects of life that will add value to your pockets, that will cure broccolisis, that will also give meaning to life. Now, today, we will continue on where we started, what we started last week, I beg your pardon. And those joining me on YouTube, you're welcome. I appreciate every one of you. And those also joining me from my Facebook page, you are welcome. Now, for my YouTube subscribers, I appreciate every returning subscriber. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. My YouTube channel is FBI Coach. One word, FBI Coach. Now, when you subscribe, remember to activate the notification button so that when valuable contents are dropped, you'll be the first to know. Every now and then, I drop contents that will change destinies, that will change life. You don't want to miss it. And those on my Facebook page, I appreciate every one of you. It's also important to activate the notification button, place my Facebook profile on favorite so that when contents are dropped, you will be the first to know. I appreciate every one of you. Please share the link. Those on Facebook, tag others in the comment section. Let's be a blessing wholesale. You know, that is my mantra. Being a blessing wholesale. Now, I have read it in my Bible that if you really want to be great, you must be a servant. If you really want to go further in life, you must help a whole lot of people become successful. It has played out in my life and it's still playing out. Sometimes the trainings which companies pay me for thousands of naira or hundreds and thousands of dollars, I do these trainings for free. I conduct them for free. I try to impact people. I try to be a blessing to someone. And that has helped me, or that has connected me, that has made universe to and creation to connect me, because God has set these principles in place. Once you follow these principles God has put in place, the universe will start working in your favor to make sure everything is working according to align. So let's be a blessing wholesale. Invite others, share this link with others so they can also benefit from what we'll be sharing today. Now, if you missed last week, for those of you on the Grace Impact Radio, peradventure you didn't listen to last week's session, now go to my YouTube channel. Even those joining on Facebook and YouTube, if you missed last week's session, go to my YouTube channel, FBI Coach. You will see last week's session, and so you can get the juice, get the creme de la creme of what I shared last week. Last week, we started with summarizing the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I read this book several years back. So far, I've gone through this book. This is my fourth time of going through this book. And I will still go through this book again before the end of the year, minimum of 3 times before the year runs out. Because statistics have shown that if you really want to know anything and digest that thing properly, you should listen to it or read through that thing minimum of 6 times. So I want to go through this book minimum of 6 times. The book is loaded. After reading it again recently, I now said to myself, no. I need to share this thing with my tribe. I need to share this with my community. So that if you haven't read it, I need you to get this book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You can get it from the nearest superstore. Well, you can call it superstore. you get it from the nearest bookshop around you. You can buy it online from online vendors. So it's mind-blowing. Last week, we talked about the power of thoughts, how you can create your future from your thoughts. God made us co-creators. And after creation, God stopped creating. He now gave you and I that power, that authority, that tenacity, the qualities, the abilities to create out of what he has created. You know, and I said that the microphone that is filtering the sound this moment was first created from the invincible, from the mind. It started from the mind. Then from the mind, it came to the paper. And we have the microphone, the chair I'm sitting on, the device you're using, the mobile device or the laptop you're using to watch me right now or listen to me right now. It was all created out of thoughts. There's so much to create out of your thoughts. And I also said that we need to pay more attention on imagination. Imagination is a compound word, image and nation. In your image, in your mindset, your thinking faculty, in your medulla oblongata, let me use that word, you can create something out of nothing. And it's not time for you to start creating the wrong things. It's not time for you to start. So sit down and engage into critical thinking, productive thinking, analytical thinking, progressive thinking. Question the status quo. Don't go with the, oh, yes, member, whatever will be, will be. See, if you tell me something, now I'm listening to it, we are discussing, but after the discussion, I go back to analyze the things which we have said, most especially when it has to do with business, it has to do with family, it has to do with life. I go back to analyze it and now filter the ones I want, discard the ones I don't need. And sometimes if I discover that what you have said makes a whole lot of sense, I take it and add it to my knowledge. So you can create a lot out of your mindset, out of your thinking. Now, today, we are focusing on the second chapter, which talks about desire. The second chapter, chapter 2 of the Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, talks about desire. And he stated here that the starting point of all achievement starts with what? Desire. So the first step to getting riches, the first step to getting rich is to have a desire. And not just a desire, but you must have a burning desire. You must have a burning desire that when you think about it, it makes your stomach sick. It makes you want to get up from your comfort zone. Why do I do what I do often? Because I have a burning desire. It's my sincere desire to have 10 million families financially free by 2025. And I'm doing everything within the confines of good ethics and good values to achieve that. The trainings which I run for 30,000 naira, 30,000 naira in dollars, in today's conversion, I need to get the accurate figure. 30,000 naira in dollars today is about, just one moment. Yeah, it's about $72. Okay, about $72. So I run trainings both internationally and locally. Some pay via Bitcoin, some pay via the Swift code transferred to my account. Then now I charge, some I charge $50, some I charge $100, some I charge $30. It depends on the capacity of the training. and I also do mentorship. Now, these trainings, the Lord spoke to me and said, if you want to achieve the goal of having 10 million families to be financially free, then you need to start charging only 10% of that whole sum. Did you get it? 10%. So instead of charging $50, I'm charging only $5. I mean, it was serious battle. It was serious battle for me. I couldn't imagine bringing down the cost so low. As a matter of fact, when I eventually decided to start it, so many of my friends laughed at me. Some people think, oh, Charles has gone broke. Oh, Charles doesn't know what he's doing anymore. Oh, FBI coach has lost it. Why will you move your fee from that high place to down? But I'm following divine instructions. And guess what? The money you're looking for is at the base of the pyramid. The money you are looking for is at the base of the pyramid. Now, I have talked about the principle of sachetization on this platform. Cheap money. Let me use the word cheap money. Now, you might think, oh, $5, which is about sometimes I charge $3, which is about 5,000 naira, 3,000 naira, and someone is saying, Charles, this is just so cheap. I mean, why will you give out such bundles, such value for that little amount? But do you know that I'm making more money now than ever before? Yeah, I never knew until I followed the instruction. Number one, the price is cheap. Number two, so many persons can afford it. Number three, I'm achieving my goal. The goal of having 5 million families to be financially, 10 million families to be financially free in 5 years, by 2025. I'm achieving it gradually because so many persons have been liberated, eyes opened, understanding enlightened, brocolysis cured. Brocolysis is the act of being broke, cured in the lives of so many. So you must have a burning desire. You must have a burning desire that nobody can stop you. Now, one of the things, having this burning desire gives you definiteness of purpose. And the benefit of having a definite purpose is the automatic development of a number of traits that are vital importance in developing what? The mental capacity, the mental aptitude for success. Now, what are these traits? Number one, self-reliance. Number two, imagination. Self-reliance. You'll be able to have this self-confidence in you. It develops the traits of imagination. You'll be able to imagine. I don't imagine vain things. I imagine great things. And do you know that there is a way you will so hold your imagination in your heart, it's now turned to become what? A goal. And I will show you, based on what Napoleon Hill had said in this book, how these things become reality in our lives. Then number three is enthusiasm. You are enthusiastic. You are not pessimistic. You are not lackadaisical. You don't have this nonchalant attitude. You are enthusiastic. Then it also creates or develop the traits of self-discipline. Self-discipline, the ability to delay gratification, the ability to manage your time, the ability to place first thing first, the ability to understand that I don't have to sacrifice urgent things for important things. Or rather, I don't have to sacrifice important things for urgent things. There are things that are urgent, but they are not important. So it helps you to properly analyze these things and place your priorities right. Another, the fifth trait it develops in you is concentration of effort. You focus on the right things. That's power. That's the power of definite having a definite purpose. You know, when one is truly definite in his purpose, he may burn all the bridges behind him to ensure there is no way back. Do you get that? He throws away every plan B. He puts his head high, he puts his head, neck, shoulder, mouth, everything into the system just to make sure he achieves it. That's one of the things definiteness of purpose does for you. Okay, it helps you to become more definite. It helps you to realize that for me to do this, I need to burn all bridges. Okay, I need to burn all bridges. Anything that will make me start thinking, oh, should I go back? It helps you to eliminate it. Now, there is an example which Napoleon Hill shared in this book. You know, Edison failed many times before he discovered the genius sleeping within his mind. You know, that state of mind can only be obtained through persistence and burning desire. Now, Napoleon Hill said that he has only discovered 10,000 ways of producing an incandescent lamp. He said he didn't fail. And I also adopted that strategy. I said to myself, I don't fail. I either win or I learn. I don't lose. I either win or I learn. When I lose or when I fail in anything, I consider it as school fees I paid to learn better. I might lose money, but I don't lose the experience. When you lose money, don't lose what? The experience is very, very important. Don't lose the experience. So when you lose money, don't lose the experience is very, very, very important. Now, one of the things Napoleon Hill stated is that you must have goals. You must have clear goals in life. Now, there are 6 steps to attaining these clear goals in life, which he mentioned in the book. There are 6 steps to achieving life transformation. So let me go through them one by one. Now, these 6 steps are very known by Napoleon Hill as the recipe which he got from Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie was one of the men who built the economy of America. I don't know if you have seen this documentary titled The Men Who Built America. If you haven't seen that documentary, please try and get it. It is titled The Men Who Built America. The Men Who Built America. Try and get that documentary. So Napoleon Hill talked about these people. He talked about one of them. There are 5 men who built the economies of America. We have Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt built rail. There is Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie built steel. There is John D. Rockefeller. He built the Standard Oil, which later turned to, that gave birth to Chevron and all that. Then we have Ford. We have Ford, who built the Ford Motors, Henry Ford. Then, who was the 5th one? Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison, yeah, who built the incandescent lamp. So Andrew Carnegie, he was, sorry, Vanderbilt, John D. Rockefeller, Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and Thomas Edison. It's a wonderful documentary, which I wouldn't want you to miss. You can get it on YouTube. It's in series. You will learn a lot from that documentary. So Napoleon Hill said here that this recipe was what he extracted working with Andrew Carnegie, which also holds Edison's stamp of approval as essential attainment for any definite goal in life. So, number one, he says that you must fix your mind on the exact amount of money you desire. Fix in your mind the exact amount of money you desire. As accurate as possible. You must be specific. You must be specific. Be certain as to what you want in life. It's not enough to say, I want a big house. What kind of house? You must be specific. You must clearly state the colors you want the rooms to be like. You must state what type of house do you want? How big do you want this house? I want a car. It's not a goal. It's open-ended. You must state the type of car. I want Range Rover Sports. Is it Range Rover Sports? Evoque. 2022 model. And I want it black. I want it metallic gray. I want it ox blood. I want it fire red. Whatever, you must be specific. That's what Napoleon Hill is saying in this book. That no matter the burning desire you have, no matter the strategies, no matter what you want in life, you must be specific. I want to be rich is not a goal. How much would you want to accumulate in your investment portfolio by the end of this quarter? How much do you want to have in your bank balance at the end of the year? How much do you want to have in your emergency funds? How much do you want to have in your recurring account? How much do you want to have in your financial freedom account? You must be specific. That is number one strategy. Number two, determine exactly what you intend to give in return, as there is no such thing as something comes for nothing. A price must be paid. You must clearly state that price you want to pay. Be certain as to what you want to give in return for that thing you want. Interestingly, certain things in life are centered around on a give and take principle. God created this world, like I said earlier, made it to be governed by principles. And he says, if you give, it shall be given back to you in good measures, pressed down, shaken together, running over. See, you should give time. You must burn candle. You must spend quality time studying. I didn't just wake up and say, okay, let me come to the studio to present this to you. I did quality studying. I didn't read this book like someone who wants to read. I read the book like a teacher who wants to teach. And I'm not just reading as a teacher, I also applied the principles in my life. The first time I read this book, my mind went gaga. My mind went bizarre. In fact, the thing just bust my dada. Like we say in the Nigerian palace. It blew my mind. So you must be specific. You must give time. You must give money. Don't be stingy. You must spend money. I spend money buying equipment which I need for my business. I spend money developing myself, paying for one training or the other. I spend money enrolling in different online courses on Udemy, on Coursera, on CourseGate. I paid for it. I paid for certifications, even though I'm not seriously interested in certification, but the skills which I get out of the certification is important too, but my major focus are the skills which I will derive. Spend money. And you also need to give out your energy. Don't just sit down and wait for things to happen. Que sera, sera. Whatever will happen will not happen. It is what you said will happen, will happen. What's gonna be is gonna be. What goes up must come down. What's gonna be is gonna be. There is nothing you can do about it. It's a lie. That's all fable. Yes, I agree. Whatever goes up must come down. But do you know that there are some things that goes up that does not come down? The law of aerothermodynamics. Did I get it right? That an object can get to the air and remain suspended for a period of time. The aircraft breaks through the law of gravity. Whatever goes up, it is true, must come down, but there are certain things that goes up, they remain up for a certain period of time because they have implemented certain principles. Whatever will be, will not be. It is what you said will be, will be. It is what you said about your destiny will be, will be. It's what you said about your future that will be. I'm running my high income skill training for the month of May. Starts, the registration is ongoing. The training runs from the 1st to the 15th of May. Now, this is an opportunity for you to get your loved one trained on my high income skill training. Because nobody goes through that high income skill training and remain the same. Even when you want to remain the same, your life will refuse to remain the same. I'm confident of that because I know the value I poured out. I know what I dish out in that training. It's a training nobody should miss. I've had some persons who went through that training 6 times, as in every month, 6 times. It's reporting in their bank balance. And because of the Easter holiday, because of the Easter period, the Easter season, I'm running a promo. I'm running Easter splash, Easter discount, price slash, 3,000 naira, which is less than $5. Okay, it's about $5 or thereabouts. All right, just get yourself registered, get yourself on this training. You don't want to miss it. It's loaded. Burn the candle, pay the money. Get registered. There is 2 or 3 months ago, someone registered 25 persons. Out of the 25 persons, about 15 or 12 were from his family. He said, this is my own way of giving back to the society. Charles, you are playing your part. I will also play my part. I have always been looking for opportunity to train these people. And he spoke to me some days ago. He said that, look, these people that went through your training, of course, not everybody that goes through the training will want to implement everything 100%. But he said he's seen a lot of difference in their lives. Charles, what are you doing to these people? And he has promised to be in the training for this month of May that is coming. He said, I want to know that thing you're giving to them because these people, some of them, I have written them up that they can't amount to anything. The only thing they do on a phone is to just press phone. But today, they are making some money via affiliate marketing. They are making some money via creating contents. These are the things I teach in that training. How to be a constructive storyteller. So make sure you register. Make sure you register on this month's, this upcoming training. And you can reach me on my WhatsApp number, 07033109363. The country code is +234. That's Nigeria country code. And I'll say it again, 070. So if you're adding the country code, it will now be +234 7033109363. That's my WhatsApp. Chat me up. Let me get you enrolled in the training because this price, it comes like this just once in a while. Okay, so you must pay the price. You must spend on something. You must invest your time, you must invest your energy, you must invest your money. It's very important. Okay. Then number 3 principle, establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. Establish a definite date when you intend to possess the money you desire. Set a particular date on which you want to achieve your goal. Now, this brings about determination. I want to have $1 million in my bank account on or before 30th October 2022. It's that definite. I want to own my car. Now, on the car, it must be specific. I want to own my Range Rover Sport Evoque 2022 model on or before 31st December 2022, on or before 30th September 2022. Now, let me tell you one of the things this does. You see the word faith, F-A-I-T-H, faith. Faith is now. Do you know that this 3rd principle is just simply defines faith? When you plan, when you set plans for what you want, you are simply acting on faith because you don't have that thing yet. But somehow you believe these are the goals I will achieve at certain period of time. From this time to this time, I would have accomplished this. I would have accomplished this. And when I write my goals, I don't say I want to have. You are still speaking in future tense. But when I write my goal, I say to myself, I have $1 million by December 31st, 2022. So you are speaking now. Did you get the twist there? I have, meaning you already have it. Faith is the substance of the things you hope for. I'm hoping to get this money. As a matter of fact, hope is not a strategy. I believe I will get this money. Then evidence of things not seen. You have put it down and you are acting in line with it. It wakes up your inner senses to act in line with that. I have $1 million by December 31st, 2022. But if you write your goal and say, I want to have, you are still wanting, or I will have, you are still, you are not ready for it yet. When you're ready for it, you will say, I have. Okay, so set a particular date on which you want to achieve that your goal and be determined. You must be determined to follow through. You must be determined, I'm not giving up. Okay, we are still on the 6 principles which Napoleon Hill shared in this chapter 2. This book is so loaded. This book is so loaded. Please don't miss this book. If you haven't gone through it, please try and pick up this book, okay? Then number 4, create a plan and begin at once. Whether you are ready or not, create a plan and begin at once. See, put yourself under positive peer pressure. Create a definite plan and start implementing what you have written down, whether you are ready for it or not. If you are going into a business, don't wait for huge capital before starting. Start it immediately. You want to get into the speaking industry, start talking to your chairs, talk to your bed, I remember several years back, that was 2004 or 2003 or 2004. I was still working at the aviation industry back then. I had this desire to be a public speaker. I started reading up a few things. I remember I read quite a lot from Mike Murdoch. I attended Winning Ways Africa, organized by Pastor Matthew Ashimolo in National Stadium, Lagos. And one of the things, the speakers, Mike Murdoch, that was when I adopted Mike Murdoch as my mentor. The man spoke lots of wisdom. And one of the things he talked about was to write your 5-year goal, write your 1-year goal, and also write your lifetime goal. Then what I wrote as my lifetime goal was to be a public speaker. Then he now said, when you write your lifetime goal, break it down into 5 years, break it down into 2 years, break it down into 1 year. And the 1-year goal, break it down into quarters. It was from him I learned that the year has 4 battles. The first battle is the first quarter, second battle, second quarter, third battle, third quarter, fourth battle, the fourth quarter. And he made me to understand that if I lose the first battle, I shouldn't lose the second battle. We are in the second battle. And I'm asking you today, are you going to lose this battle like you lost the first battle? Now, if you won the first battle, you need to triple your efforts in this second battle. So I wrote down on the book that I want to be a public speaker. I went back home that day. The next day I woke up. I couldn't even sleep. I can't remember if I slept that night because the program finished like around 11 p.m. No, 10 p.m. By the time I got home, it was 11 p.m. I was so excited, burning with desire, filled with enthusiasm, filled with strategies on how to grow. I started walking in line with that. I started speaking to my chairs. I was a bachelor. I spoke to my, how many chairs did I have in my house? I was speaking to my rug, but I started acting in line with what I want. I didn't wait for everything to fall into place. Then the next thing I did was to go to the children's church. I started speaking to the adult children. Then I started speaking to the teenagers. And gradually, they allowed me to speak to the youth. And from the youth, I spoke in the main church. And from the main church, I started speaking to other churches. I started speaking in conferences. I started speaking at events. And that's how I started speaking at companies, conglomerates. And that's how I started traveling from state to state. From state to state, I now moved from African country to African country. And that's how I moved to Europe. The first time I traveled to Dubai was a company. They conducted a training for their staff. And they said, Charles, we're taking this training to Dubai. And in my mind, I was like, so I will go to Dubai on an all-expense-paid trip. We stayed 5 days. 5 days. And the training was not 5 days. The training was just 3 days. So the remaining 2 days was just to relax. And man, I didn't wait for everything to fall into place. I started immediately. And I'm challenging you today. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What's that burning desire in you that you don't know where to start? Just start. Professionals you see today were once amateurs who refused to give up. I remember I used to be an amateur. The first day I handled microphone in the youth church, not even the main church. Let me share this. I was asked to speak at the youth church. And then I had my book with me. I had written down so many things I want to share. Guess what? As I got to the stage, I forgot most of the things I wanted to say. The book was with me. The book was with me right there. But as I was looking at the book, everything became blank. Stage fright. But did I give up? I didn't. Now, because I have deposited some stuff in my mind, I still presented very well, but not as much I desired. A lot of people got value. But the pastor came to me and said, Charles, this is awesome. We're going to be doing this every quarter. And he kept to his words. So by the time I was speaking at the next quarter, I was much better. Now, after speaking at the second quarter, now I was asked to speak in the main church because the pastor was seated in the front. I held the microphone and my trousers was literally shaking. If you look closely, you discover that this guy's trouser was dancing. Sweat all over but all those stage fright is gone. Give me 10,000 persons. I will handle them as though I'm speaking to you one-on-one. I have built myself over time. I have spoken in a conference that had close to 5,000 persons. It was mind-stretching. That was the first time I saw a sea of heads. I was like, wow, Charles, this is dream come true. And I'm saying to you today, I will speak in United Nations. I will speak to Committee of Nations. I will speak to presidents. I will speak to prime ministers. It's part of the things I have written down. So you must be specific. Okay? Take action. Don't wait for everything to fall into place. Take action. All right? Take action. Ready or not? Here I come. Ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide. I'm going to find you. And I'm going to take you, not slowly, I'm going to take you by force. I'm going to take that destiny in my hands. God has given you your destiny in your hands, so you need to take it by force. Okay? Number 5, write points 1 to 4 as clear and concise as possible. Point C, it's very important for you to learn how to use numbering. Bullet points is very important for you to learn how to use it. I love to number my points. I don't model things together. When you number your things, it helps the eyes to be able to digest it properly. So based on the 4 steps above, we have shared above, put into writing a clear statement of your goals, the time frame to achieve your goal, what you will give in return to achieve that goal, and your plan to getting it done. You know, this number 5 is summarizing points 1 to 4. Summarizing what we have shared from point 1 to 4. Point 1, you know, you have to put your statement into writing. Point 2, you must have a time frame to achieve what you want. Point 3, what will you give in return? What sacrifices are you willing to make to achieve that goal? Point 4, on your plan, get it done, get to work, take action, take action. The formula for success is burning desire plus action equals results. Burning desire plus action equals result. One of the things I share in my high income skill training is teaching people how to build social currency. You know, I'm writing a book. The book is not yet out. It talks about different currencies, okay? And one of the currencies I'm breaking down, you know, to help people maximize is the social currency, okay? One of the things I teach you in my high income skill training is to help you build social currency, is to help you maximize social currency. I remember when we were growing up, they told us not to talk to strangers. They told us that if you talk to strangers, they will kidnap you. Strangers will turn you into a tuber of yam. They will turn you into a piece of cloth. I don't know about you. Were you told those things when you were growing up? If you were, please put it up in the comment section. I would love to read from you. You know, so they told us all these things, and it brought fear into us. You know, fear is false evidence appearing real. It also means, for me, the positive part now means face everything and rise. So we decided to break the jinx. We decided to break that old fable. We started working with strangers. The money you're looking for is in the hand of strangers. So I teach people how they can connect with strangers without building a barrier, because there is a way you meet someone, you automatically, your appearance builds a barrier between you and the person. You connect with strangers. The money you are looking for is in the hand of strangers. In my high income skill training, I also teach you how to tell stories constructively. See, storytelling is story selling. When you are scrolling on social media and you see some posts, you just pause and you start reading it. It's a handwork of a copywriter or a storyteller. There are processes. There are strategies. Even if you want to put up an advert for your business, you must learn to tell good stories. So my high income skill training is the best plug for you to get recharged. Peradventure, you already know how to do these things and you want to learn to, because sometimes I pay to just let me get this person's strategy and add to what I know. You can still enroll. I'm running an Easter promo. Don't miss it. Get enrolled. Get registered. Okay? And my WhatsApp number is +234 70 33 10 93 63. I'll say that again. +234 70 33 10 93 63. It's going to flash on the screen. For those of you on Facebook and on YouTube, you'll see it on the screen. But for those listening on the Mixer app, Grace Impact Radio, please note it down. +234 70 33 10 93 63. That's my WhatsApp number. Okay, so chat me up and get registered. All right. So you need to be clear on these points. Now, the sixth principle, which he shared on having a definite purpose, is read point 5 twice daily. Read point 5 twice daily in the morning and after. That is in the morning and at night. In the morning, after your morning devotion, read it to yourself. At night, before you go to bed, read it to yourself. Read your written statement out aloud. Read it aloud twice a day, before going to bed and in the morning before going to sleep. As you read, see and feel and believe in yourself that you have already achieved it. That's the statement which Napoleon Hill stated in this book. As you read, you see yourself. As you read it, you see yourself achieving it, you feel it, and you believe in yourself that you have achieved it. Your RAS, your reticular activating system, will start working to help you achieve all what you have written down. As you read, see and feel and believe yourself already in possession of your money. In possession, he stated it clearly here, in possession of the money. The $1 million I want by December 2022. I have written it down. I've written it down and I'm seeing it and I'm already feeling it. You know, I'm enjoying the euphoria of having this $1 million in my investment portfolio. And I already believe in myself because I have possessed it. Okay? It is important that you follow the instructions described in these 6 steps. It is especially important that you observe and follow the instructions in these 6 steps. He stated it clearly. It is important that you follow the instructions. And he says it is especially important that you observe. You know, you might complain that, oh, it is a bit difficult. It's not easy. Do you know why you're complaining? It's because you have not started. You have not started. Desire outweighs mother nature. That's what he called it here. Desire outweighs mother nature. You need to be definite. You need to, every other thing around this chapter 2 are stories that build up these 6 principles. We have summarized it in 6 principles that you must practice. It's simply reaffirmation. You must keep reaffirming it. You must keep telling yourself about these things. Now, there is during my research, because when I read book, I try to know what other people say about this particular book. And I discovered that Mary Kay have techniques for self-confidence. Mary Kay adopted this principle. That is, Mary Kay is the perfect example. Think and Grow Rich is also for women. She has proposed a few steps to increase self-confidence in line with Andrew Carnegie's principles. And number 1, which she stated, was visualize yourself successful. You know about the brand Mary Kay. She said, number 1, visualize yourself successful. Visualize yourself in the new environment, capable and self-confident. The new environment which you want to find yourself. Speak it in. See, God gave all these principles. Everything about this Think and Grow Rich is a summary of faith. Summary of faith. Everything about these principles. So people started breaking it down in their own way, in their own understanding. So she said, you need to visualize yourself successful. If you don't see yourself successful, nobody will see you successful. The world will not prize you higher than you tag yourself. If you tag yourself cheap, the world will prize you cheaper. If you price yourself high value, I'm expensive. I'm not just expensive, I'm very, very, very expensive. That's why I'm careful who I call my friend. I'm careful who I call my mentor. I'm careful whom I yoke with. Because the things people, the people in your life can change a whole lot about yourself. Then number 2, she said, reflect on your past success. Recall it to remember your potential. When you succeed in certain area, in certain things, don't just sit down there and start enjoying it. No, recall the principles which you applied to achieve that success. Remember, the reason why you are recalling is to remember your potential. Then you improve upon what you have. Then number 3, she said, set definite goals and be aware when you are deviating from your goals. Then take corrective action. Set definite goals. Set processes to monitor indices, to monitor your growth. And keep your eye on the ball. So that when you're deviating from your goal, you will know, oh, I'm moving out of line. I need to come back into play. Then number 4, she said, respond positively to life. Respond positively to life. E.g., delete the word impossible from your vocabulary. Delete the word impossible. Delete the word I can't. Delete the word I will try. That word try doesn't exist. It's not strategy for growth. It's not a recipe for growth. I'll try. I'll try means you're not even sure of being successful in that thing you want to do. You must be definite. You must respond positively. Okay, there's so much to talk about this chapter, to which I think I have exhausted my time, and we'll continue with chapter 2 on the next edition. So if you didn't share this video, please share this video, share this link. For those of you on YouTube and Facebook, share the link with others. Let's invite them to learn. Let's be a blessing wholesale to others. Let's be a conduit pipe through which other people will be blessed. Napoleon Hill talked about the conduit pipe in chapter 1, the power of positive thinking. He says there is no way you will give water to others that your pipe will not be wet. You know, the pipe that carries water, there is no way it gives water to others that it won't be wet on its own. It will definitely get wet. There is no way a pipe that carries oil will not be oiled as well. It will definitely get oiled. So be that pipe through which other people will be blessed. Let's be a blessing wholesale. Thank you very much. It's been my pleasant pleasure and a privilege to host you on this moment, financial intelligence moment with the FBI coach. Until I come your way again next week, remain financially intelligent. Get glued to the Grace Impact Radio because this is where it's happening. Have a wonderful time. Bye.